Hello and welcome back to the show. We are free.tv. I'd like to thank all the people who donated money. We depend on your donations, your kind donations, so please feel free to continue. The details will be shown on top fairly soon. I'd also like to mention that since we're an independent platform, it's extremely important that you promote this yourselves and share it on every platform you can imagine: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, you name it, emails, Telegram, WhatsApp, etc. Extremely important that we do it ourselves and help each other to promote all this information, as it's being, censored on some platforms, which you can imagine what I'm talking about. And obviously, everyone is welcome to join our website, wearefree.tv. You can click on join us and leave us your email, and then we will send you a message every time an English-speaking interview is published. So thank you very much. Today, my guest is the one and only Mr. Hagai Katz. He is into channeling and treating people with the assistance of ETs. Today's program is called Healing and Evolving with ETs, a conversation with Chagai Katz on healing with the assistance of ETs, about Mr. Adrian Devere, belief and history of ETs, and more. So, hello there, Hagai. How are you today?
Well, I'm very, very happy and excited, of course, to meet you here again. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me.
No problem. Brilliant. The pleasure is mine, as they say. So, Hagai, can you please tell us a bit about yourself? What is it that you do?
Yes, I was born in Israel in 1977, so very quick calculation. I'm 43 years old now, married and have 4 boys. Living in the Golan Heights in Israel. It's the north part. And for the last 20 years, I'm busy with something that is really keeping my life very much always in a very interesting stuff that I'm doing, is the work with the beloved extraterrestrials, the ETs. And also I'm guiding people that are basically having a future to be ET healers. So I'm basically helping people to become ET heroes as well. I'm facilitating meditations, so I'm guiding people with special guided meditation with original music. All of this is just to support people to progress in their consciousness journey and to help people move to their challenges in life and come to a very good place. So yeah, this is what I'm doing in short.
I see. When you say you help people or you teach them to heal with extraterrestrials, how do you teach them? Is it in a classroom or one-on-one?
Yeah, basically, people that are visit me as a clients, they are very curious about how they can do that themselves, because some of my clients are also having their own practice or very attracted to the spiritual world, or they just see what is happening now in the world and they want to support people. So I'm kind of feeling who are the ones that are basically can do that. And if they can do that, I'm training people one-on-one. But it's sometimes I'm making some combination between people so they can support each other. But basically, I really like to work in a very personal level.
How can you tell if someone has it or not? I mean, do I have it, for example?
You are it yourself, so basically you can guide me. But yeah, it's like when you are a computer engineer, when you see a colleague that have the skill to do that, and even he didn't had the education, you can guide him, because you can feel it. But it's not only about feeling; it's also about communicating with ETs, which I'm going to speak about it shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So they will give me the approval, or they will give me the message. Okay, we like to work with this woman or this guy, and
Well, that's
then
easy
the
then.
rest.
That's easy. There's not much for you to do then. You just do as you're told by the ETs. Okay, brilliant. So what exactly is healing with the assistance of ETs? How does it work? How does it actually happen?
Yeah, yeah. The healing with ETs is very, very special because first I would like to explain a little bit about who are the ETs, so we can understand more about the process. The ETs that I'm speaking about, they are basically beings like us. So they are living, they have soul, they have mind, they have like free will, and they have emotions. But the only difference is they are from a different planet, and they are also living in different dimensions. So they are not in a 3 or 4 or 5D. They are beyond that. So our 5 normal senses cannot pick that up. And they are here to support us because they really see that we need the support on this planet. So many years ago, they are supporting humanity in many fields. But basically, the field that I'm busy is, let's say, medical or supporting people or assisting people. So they will assist us to be healed. And once we are being healed, then we can help people, or we can make the world a better place. So this is why they are here. And normally what they're looking for is people that have skills for mediumship, people that are already have skills of compassion, of caring people, or busy with the alternative field. So, and of course they will have the capacity to understand, because sometimes you can speak about, for example, mango, but if you didn't taste it, so it's very difficult to describe it.
Yeah.
So we are here to, we need to have an experience in order to really understand it. Yes.
I wanted to ask you about, I want to ask you a few things about what you just said. So first of all, what planet are they from, and what kind of species are they? The actual extraterrestrials that you particularly work with, what are they called?
Yeah, they are from the species that I'm working with is the ETs that come from Sirius B, and also the constellation Andromeda. And sometimes there is more guests, but I really focus on those 2 beautiful species. And
why are they beautiful? Compared to others?
Beautiful.
Compared to the reptilians, for example?
Well, they are beautiful because, what I mean beautiful is more the heart, is more the intention, is more the vibration that you can feel. And probably people that are watching us, Michael, I believe there are also more sensitive people. So you can even, when you watch this interview, you can feel the vibration, because when I'm talking now, I'm just representing the beloved ETs. So people can feel the vibration, the feeling, so they can recognize wisdom. Uh-huh. They are also united in what we also call the Galactic Federation, which is, from my understanding, 54 organizations that are united together. They have one goal: to take care of those beautiful beings that lives on Earth, that called humans, and they really need the support. Otherwise, we're going to destroy this planet. Yeah. So this is what they are doing here.
I see. You also said something about, along the lines of, they are helping us heal, because once we heal, then we can something. So heal, do you mean emotionally, or do you mean physically, or both? And what happens after we heal? And how badly are we sick? How far are we from being at the point where we could actually do something different?
Yes. Many questions. But let's say like this. If we understand that we all one. How can we understand if we all one? If you walk in the street, okay, and you see an older lady just walking, and then all of a sudden she is falling, and all her groceries is spreading around the sidewalk, and cars, and so inside of you need to feel compassion. Oh, I have to help this woman. I need to stop my car or stop my walking and help her, grab her, and let her stand. And then when she's going to look into your eyes and she will smile, you will feel good in your heart, and you feel much more energy to do the other stuff in the rest of your day. And then you ask yourself, why do you feel like that? Do you feel like this about a fly? Do you feel like the same about, I don't know, insects? So the compassion is something that is so deep inside of you that you cannot control. And this is the feeling that you see people that need support. You really would like to do everything that you can in this moment of time to support them.
So you mean that in this example, the ETs are me, and the old lady is us, as humanity. In other words, the ETs are helping humanity just like a person helps an old lady in the street, and the ETs feel towards us just like that person would feel towards the old lady. And now you said that after they heal us, what's going to happen then?
Well, they will just keep on doing that because there is a lot that we need to go through. But let's say if you are going to, think about people that you want to help them. Okay, so you have two ways to help them. You can keep on helping them always, but you can also teach them, how they can help themselves. For example, I can give you fish, but I can also teach you how to fish them. Yeah. Okay, but maybe fish is also not a good example because it's better not to eat fish at all. But the thing is that they really like us to first be uplifted to the point that we can really think, because we are in a surviving mode constantly.
Yeah.
So how can we learn we are in a surviving mode? It's not possible. So once the surviving mode is away from you, you can think, you can learn, you can develop, you can do everything much better than if you are just having a pain or if you have a big emotional issues. So first they would like to support us. So in practical, let's say my practice, okay, I'm doing healing and I'm helping people to, let's say, heal from a backache or a problem in the digestive system or a breathing system or whatever. And once they've been healed, or at least they are being not in a surviving mode, then I can help them and teach them and guide them how they can manifest their life and to reach to the point when they really can grow and not only dealing with pain here, pain there. So this is the purpose.
I see. So what kind of people come to you with what kind of issues, ailments, like backaches, cancer, migraines? What else?
Well, if I'm looking on my calendar today, well, I was starting my day with someone that have injuries from many years ago. That he was a surfer, and he had a few serious bruise in his legs and also nerve damage. So this is one topic. And then people with, let's say, bad meniscus, people with low self-esteem, people that have a kidney failure, or let's say not completely failure, but people that have kidney issues, people that suffer from a chronic disease, from chronic tiredness, people that have chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah.
This is something that really big in Europe, especially because when I was living in the Netherlands for a few years, I had a lot of people suffering from the same issue.
What else? Like heart disease, something serious, like cancer, Do people come to you with
Yeah, of
cancer?
course.
Have you ever cured cancer?
Well, I always say I'm not the one that heal, but I actually helping to people to unlock those blockages so they can heal themselves together with the beloved ETs.
Yeah.
But I will give an example about one of my previous clients. When she came to me, she was 77. She was diagnosed with one of the carcinoma in the breast. I'm not sure what type exactly it was, but it was, for example, 1.5 centimeters. So really big tumor in her. It was cancer also in her left breast. And the ETs could stop the growth of the cells and dry the membranes of the cells of the cancer, and the rest of the breast was okay. And then she was already booked for an operation. She already had the elective operation, and she asked me if she can go there and she can do the surgery. So I told her, of course, I will not tell you not to do that. But I know before they will operate it, they would like to do another scan. So they did a few scans, and they had a really big problem because they couldn't find the tumor, but they only find a very small dot. But they say, okay, just to be on the safe side, they opened her in the surgery, and they removed some small like ball. And after they was examined it in a microscope, they saw it was non-cancer. It was just a dry fat tumor. And well, this is really a remarkable story. But I'm also supporting people that are already in a process of chemo or radiation. And what the ETs can do many times, they can help people to diminish the side effect of the treatment, and also to make it more easy, especially on the mental side, but also on the physical side.
Is there any medical condition that you don't help heal, that you can't?
Well,
you and the ETs.
It's the good answer is basically all the teeth problem. It's really the job of dentist, but because we cannot really go directly into hard tissues, but everything under those tissues, like the gums and every part of the body that is more internal, it's possible.
I see.
Of course, every person is different. It's also depend on what is the stage of the medical process and how far the person is in it.
I see. So how did you get into all this? I mean, how did it all start? I understand you were involved with Adrian Devere, who was also like an iconic personality in the industry. And maybe you could tell us?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I would like to show you something, because one picture is better than 1,000 words.
Yeah.
So this is his second book in Hebrew, of course.
Which means Healing with Aliens. Adrian Devere. Yeah. The late Adrian Devere. I believe he's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately, in 2004. But I saw this movie. It was on a bookshelf of my girlfriend then.
The movie or the book?
No, the book. Sorry, the book.
Yeah.
It's a movie. All right. Because it looks like a movie.
Does.
When I saw it.
Yeah.
Yes. I will just let it now next to the screen.
Yeah.
Because you basically can see, and I make it a little bit closer, okay?
It's pretty close. I can see everything.
Okay. So you see like an older guy doing kind of healing.
Yeah.
And then you will see human in a surgery room. You will see the lamp. And then you see another human, and then you will see this guy.
Yeah, the alien.
So, yeah, it is one of the extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
So, basically, it feels like, wow, it's a combination between here, surgeons, like medical doctors, and extraterrestrials. Wow, it's utopia.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking, is this another sci-fi book? And my wife said, no. it's a guy that lives here in one of the cities in Israel, and he is having his living practice full of people in helping people with the support of the beloved ETs. I said, wow, that cannot be true. So she told me you should take the book and read it yourself. And just to make a short story, I was in my childhood, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. So for me, the ADD, HDD, something like that. So for me to read the book, it was not my cup of tea, let's say. And then when I took the book, I could read. There were no problem, no distractions, no focus, no repeating 100 times on the same page. And I could read about it, and I felt like, whoa, I have to see the guy. Really, it feels so good, because it feels like really someone that really he have his head on his shoulder, like we say, very logical guy, and also engineer, one of the biggest high-tech companies in Israel, and doing this ET healing. And then I was said, yeah, but probably is very busy. And then her sister said, well, tomorrow we're going to see him, but I'm looking for a driver. So I said, okay, I will do that. And then we came there. And then for me, it feels like, oh, I will see the guy, I will shake his hand, I will tell him, yeah, I really admire your work, and that's it. But what happened there, my sister-in-law and Adrian Devere went into the room, and me and my girlfriend then, we were sitting on one of the sofas. And after a couple of minutes, he opened the door. He said, okay, you're welcome. And then I said, wow, welcome. But yeah, it's a private session. But I said, no, it's okay. For her, it's okay. And then we started to talk. It was really like, oh, it's really interesting about ETs. And I asked him, yeah, but I don't see them here. I just see a table. I see you. And I see, just a normal room. And he said, yeah, this in a physicality, in a 3D, it's true. But in the other dimension is something else. So I told him, yeah, but how can I see other dimensions? He said, you know what? If you have the skill, you will see that. And if not, then, it is what it is. Then he was guiding us with a very simple meditation. He told us to close our eyes and try to imagine like you go out of your body and walking around free in the room. Something that you do every day, right?
I wish.
So, yes. And then I was like, I just go with the flow. I was closing my eyes. I was counting. I said, okay. And then, ooh. And then it feels like a curtain was open up. And then really, really different reality was appeared in front of my eyes. I could see the room in different dimensions. I could see the ETs like you see here and much more. It feels like a man in black, because there were a lot of ETs. I could see the medical equipments. I could see they are controlling the medical equipments with their own telepathic or telekinesis abilities. So they are, and also it was like an environment, vibration that you felt, and I couldn't imagine it. It feels really like holy. And then all of a sudden, I felt like they are pushing my chest. And I saw them really in this position, like 4 heads of ETs, no humans. It was just ETs, was looking on me. And they were like searching all around in my body. And they were like scanning me. And I felt like, okay. And for me, it feels like they were looking for me. And then after that, it was really a lot of things happened. But just to make the long story short, I asked Adrian Devere if I saw the ETs after 5 minutes of meditations. They were scanning me. I could describe everything that is happening in this room, which I couldn't change. Even if I wanted. For example, if you're going to imagine something, like I will tell you, imagine an elephant now, all right? And now make this elephant wings so he can fly. So you can do that, okay, if you have a good imagination. But you can control it. But I couldn't. And I knew, because I was a big imaginary. When I was a child, I was imagining a lot. So I know what is imagination.
Yeah.
But I couldn't change anything in this scene. And then Adrian Devere said, yeah, if all of those things happens here, you have a good chance, boy. And then bye-bye. I mean, I didn't know anything, what can I do?
So I
And
don't
then,
understand that you were in that state, and then you woke
yes,
up from it, and the ETs vanished, I guess. And then what? Did you go home? Did Adrian Devere tell you anything after this experience? Did he ask you to teach you, or what?
basically it was just like the word that I told you now, the last sentence. And then he had the next slide because he didn't have time to speak to me more. And then I was like on my own. So the next day, actually, when I went out of this room, I knew inside me it's going to work. I didn't know how, I didn't know what my next step is. I was just feeling so much joy inside myself. I was so happy that I felt, oh, my life is going to change now. I don't know what I do, how I'm going to do that, but I don't give a beep, I just
So how
felt
did
like,
it change? When did it eventually change, and how?
24 hours afterwards, I was sitting in the lunch table with my girlfriend, and then she started to complain about her backache. And I told her, okay, we will do a massage within, but I couldn't move. I was looking into her eyes, and it was like I was frozen. And then she told me, you touch me. I said, no, I have 1 meter, 1.5 meter between us. And then she said, no, I feel here. I feel the vibration there. I feel warm. I feel something is moving in my back. And I was like a little bit terrified, to be honest. I was like, she could feel stuff. I didn't do anything. I was just looking into her eyes, and she's already starting to describe all kinds of sensations. And then before I was freaking out, I felt like 2 hands on my shoulder told me, shh, okay, relax now. You remember yesterday? I said, yeah, of course I can remember. It was like someone like whispering in my ears, but it was not like a talk, but it was like really relaxing thoughts in my head. And then it was really like a 45-minute session, and she felt so much, so I couldn't like imagine that I am imagining this, It was like the truth. It happens, me, she felt it.
Wow.
And then after that, because I was, my background was of 3 years of only studying for alternative medicine, but I have already some clients for massage and for reflexology. So I started to tell them, hey, this happened to me 2 days ago, and now I can heal with ETs. I actually don't know how to do it, but I have a really good intuition how to do that. So would you be my guinea pig? And people will sometimes tell me, okay, Hagai, bye-bye. I think you're really over the edge. And some people they ask me one simple question. They can harm? I said, no, of course not. They have good heart. They do it from joy, because I felt it. I didn't have any experience so much. I just knew a few things, but I really always have this deep feeling. They are so kind. They are so good heart. So, and then beautiful results will occur. People that had a woman that she had a very severe pain in her hip, and she suffered from almost 6 years. And after one session, the pain was vanished. She was canceling the surgeries she was booked. And all those beautiful stuff also with my family and my father and my mother and people that I just, accidentally was bumping them in the street. I told, well, this happened to me. And then I tell my story. Some people feel inspired, and then,
so you started healing from then. You opened the clinic and advertised that you heal people with ETs till this very day.
Yeah,
amazing.
Actually, it's yes.
So, as an expert on ETs, what did the ETs think of our form of life? Do you have an idea?
Like incarnations?
Generally, about humans.
This life. Yes. Well, I think they really inspire us. Basically, they think that we are very, very brave. That we came here on a soul level and decided that we are going to make this world a better place. This is a promise they told me every soul gives. We are going to give this place everything that we can, so we can make it a better place. But we can also, first of all, we are going to do it a better place for ourselves. because here, this is like, it's not really, it's a harmony. We don't see the harmony. We feel and we think we see the chaos, but there is structure in everything in the nature, and we are also part of the nature. So the thing is, they really see that we are making really hard choices to live here. People are, we say we don't eat honey, but basically people are really struggling on this earth, but they are developing so much compared to other planets, because here you have a chance to confront with everything you can think about. And other planets are more relaxed, we say.
Uh-huh.
So we are brave.
And that's what they think. Okay, so what about their involvement? I mean, are they involved with, the events happening in the world these days? Do they have an influence over it? Are they involved in any way?
Well, their way of working, and I'm representing more I call them the ET medical teams. They are more into, okay, you want support, you want help, I will help you. But there is more species that are supporting every system that we have on this planet, and they are more like consulting, so they will not solve it for you, but they will give you inspiration. Scientists, politics, people that are in a position in big companies, people that have a lot of responsibility, or let's say even pilots, people that are really in charge of other people's life, they will take care of them, okay? They will work with them more from the subconscious level. And I don't know, I cannot say that officially because it's not really my field, but I really know that in some cases they are also involved, like physical contact and really talking to people with vocals or with technology, in order to really prevent catastrophe here, or to give us technology that we can help this planet. And they are here many, many, many decades ago. So this is not something new. Maybe for a lot of people, but for me and for a lot of people that they in this field, they know ETs are here forever.
I see. Okay, so if we go back to how you teach people and support other healers with their work with ETs, how did you say? You mentioned a little bit about it. Maybe you could tell us more.
Yes, I will tell more, but just a little bit before, I want to mention it, that because we are here in such a very special period in this planet, and there is so much, I don't have to say much, but you understand, we really need support here, and they can provide us with a lot of support. So this is now the time for new healers to join this beautiful work. And what I do when I'm talking about it, already now I feel the people are going to see this interview will feel, oh, it's something for me, because I always wanted to help people, and I always believed in ETs, and now I feel like, okay, that's 1 + 1 = 3. So, and then what I do, I recognize those people that are not only have this feeling, but they really have this equality inside of themselves. Because if you are attracting to something, there is a very, very big chance is attracting to you. So the ETs are always like referring people to me, so I will recognize them and I will get the confirmation. Once I get the confirmation, then I can offer them like a training program. So it's a program that provides all the stages that you can develop the skills, that you can communicate with them, understand everything that you need to know about them, and how to work with them. So basically, I give people all the knowledge I have, everything that I have. It's not mine. I'm just someone that deliver this information from my experience, but also from the wisdom of the creation. So it's a beautiful thing to do.
I see. Okay. Now, what about this sound and meditation? Some sort of guided meditation that you do? What's the purpose of it? How do people benefit from it?
Yes. Yeah, this is it's beautiful. I think it's sometimes I really have hard time to have the right name, but let's say it's a combination between healing, consciousness, coaching, and all of this together. So what I do, I'm going to pick up a topic every time that I will focus on that, and I will speak about it. And almost every time, I will give a message directly from the ETs about the topic. And then I will start to guide a very deep guided meditation. And in this meditation, I always use a music that is originally been created for this meditation. And during the meditation, I also use my vocal abilities. So it's a frequencies of voice that I'm channeling through my body. And those frequencies can help people to open part in their consciousness, release stress, remove blockages from their body, and go into a deeper meditation state. And after this whole beautiful journey, I will give them another message, and I will help them to go down, let's say, to ground more. So it's really a spiritual experience and consciousness development process in the same time.
I see. Okay. Now, generally speaking, a person that is being treated by the ETs, does he or she need to believe in the existence of these ETs? Is it important or necessary?
Well, I think you need to be open-minded. I think this is step one. If you really don't believe, well, it's possible, of course, because it's not necessary really to believe, but I will not say it will not help you, okay? Because it's good when you open your mind and you open your heart, then you will get more. But if you don't believe, then at least if you give it a chance, it's also few percentages of belief, because you cannot do something if you are completely blocked or somebody else told you to do that.
So really? So if somebody came to you and said, I don't believe in aliens, it's a load of rubbish, but I don't care, my wife bought me this session and I have a very particular pain in my arm here, and let's see if you can do something about it. Is it possible that it will help, although the person is completely skeptical?
Oh, well, if we agree, okay, nobody was really like pointing a gun to his head, but free will, of course. And I have a lot of examples like that.
So the person might leave the room going, wow, I cannot believe what just happened. This actually worked.
Yes. That's true.
Okay.
That's true. And I can tell you, sometimes I have those examples.
Yep.
The people that visit me, and the woman, she's so spiritual, and she goes to all kinds of healers and to workshops, and she dressed like. And then the man is like sitting on the table and he doesn't believe. He only has some backache. And then, oh my God, I can see it is. Oh, what is that? Oh, I feel that. And then the woman was sitting here like, I'm training for this all my life, and he doesn't believe me, laughing on me, and he can see the ETs.
What, really? People actually see the ETs themselves?
Well, it's not so common, quite frankly. Most of the people, like 99% of the people can feel the vibration, can feel the healing. But some people will see sparkling of light, movement in the air, and some people will see the ETs. So, it's possible.
Wow. How many years have you been doing this now?
20. So,
well, it has to be some truth to it. Otherwise, people wouldn't come back and wouldn't recommend more and more people.
No. And for me, every day I'm waking up in the morning, I'm going to see my clients. I feel the same joy I felt 20 years ago. And even it's more, I always curious to see, what is the next challenge I can, that I can support? Who is the person that I will support today?
Yeah.
I really love that.
Wonderful. Lucky man. So back to the aliens. Are there good aliens and bad aliens?
Yeah. Well, I will say sometimes, I would say, let's say there is different agendas, okay? And the way I think, maybe you think, and I will judge you, and I think you're bad, and you think I'm good. I don't know, but to be honest, ETs are like there is an infinity civilization. So yeah, there is some ETs, and I will not say only reptilians, but there is like other species. I don't like to name them, but let's say there are different agendas, okay? And they think, okay, let's say we are human beings, okay? Let's be honest. In order for us to develop the medical science, yeah, we use animals because you think, it's for us. We are more important. So let's take a rabbit, let's take fish, let's take, let's take a mouse, and we do an experiment because the next day we can save our daughter, someone that is important for us. So we are good, we have different agendas. So I think also other species did the same because they have problems and they thought, oh, human beings are assholes, that they don't have brain and they just very unintelligent beings. So let's just kidnap them and take them. Well, of course they are mean, but are we mean? Yes, we are, and we are good. So it's just a matter of perspective. But in the same time, I can tell you, of course, it's against the law because there is a universal law that is actually not really forbidden. It's not allowed to kidnap people. And there is a big change during the 90s and after 2010 and 12. There is much more supervision on Earth. So those things are decreasing very, very.
What things? Like abduction and things?
Kidnapping, abductions.
Why were they doing it? I mean, why would who did it? Well, what aliens did it, and for what reason? You said humans would cut open a rabbit or a mouse to study medicine and save their daughter. So why would the aliens do it? Why would they abduct humans?
Oh, the same. They want to support the species, or they want to, even because they are curious about us, or you think you see, oh, it's a new species, let's take humans did the same,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So good aliens, bad aliens, that's clear. And just one more question. Who was here first, the aliens or the human beings?
Well, the thing is that we are all ETs, and the question is, who is the aliens? Because aliens, and I think it's maybe it sounds different in Hebrew and in English, but we are all ETs because we all came from a different planet in order to experience a human experience on this planet. So I think there is no origin people from planet Earth. Planet Earth is basically like a football field in order for us to develop. So the question is, yes, we are all ETs.
Yeah, but you mean on a soul level? I'm guessing.
Yes.
What about on the physical human body? I mean, a human body has never lived on Sirius B or on Mars.
Yes.
So were the humans here before the aliens? I guess.
Yeah,
so.
because the one of the important thing to understand that we are on a soul level. We're having other lifetimes as an ETs, and ETs have lifetime as human beings. So on a soul level, we're experiencing everything.
I see.
It's just a matter of. Yeah.
So it's not a matter of who was here first. We are all everywhere all the time.
Yes.
Coming back to there, we're all one. Okay.
Yes, and there is no time, so
it's all an illusion. It's a hologram. So
yes.
Is there anything else you wanted to say? Which we didn't cover, Hagai?
It's always a tricky question.
Perhaps there's a message you want to deliver to the viewers?
Yes. Well, the message I receive now is, if you like to receive a support from the beloved extraterrestrials, you only need to ask with a very pure heart. There is a chance they will visit you and they will support you, and there is a chance they will refer you to someone that can help you with them, because now they have a very, very important task to support us, because they really see what we are going through. And some people have so much difficulties in their life. And yes, you need to ask it with a very pure heart. And when they're going to pick it up, they will support you, because they really love you and they really want to be with us. And they're waiting for the moment that we are all going to wake up so they can have a much more better contact with all of us. And I hope it's going to happen soon.
Fabulous. Wow. So Hagai, that was quite an interview. A lot of interesting information indeed. And I would like to thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Michael Bloom. And wishing you a beautiful evening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed all this lovely information. Please do share this interview wherever you possibly can. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.